Hi guys, welcome back to Too Cool for Middle School. It is the end of July, so it's time for a July favorites. It's literally the last day of July, and I was like, okay, I need to do a July favorites, but I can't really think of too many things I want to talk about. And then I just started like wandering around my house and I was like, this, oh this. So I ended up with a bunch, so I'll try to go through them kind of quickly. But before I get into all the physical things, my friend CJ from Real Rap with Reynolds posted on Teachers Connect and just asked what different teachers' favorite online or even not online resources are. I think I'm gonna go with some online resources, but this is such a perfect post. You can go over to Teachers Connect and just look at CJ's post and just see under there all of the teachers that just list all of their favorite resources all in one spot. Every question and post on Teachers Connect is all about teaching, so like when you're in the mood to just like get some great advice and get some great ideas, that's where you can go and just glean wisdom from other teachers. So he said it could be either online or non-online resources, but I'm gonna go with like 5 of my favorite online resources. Let me think. 1, Flocabulary. I use their resources for history, English, and current events, but you can use them for any subject. They have tons of videos. I also love Flipgrid. Flipgrid is a great place for students to make video responses to any question that you can pull out of the sky, really. And it's great because like sharing video files is really hard. They're really big and just like difficult to move. So if they're all on Flipgrid, you can watch them easily, and it's just another way to do like assessments or like getting to know people or whatever. So I love Flipgrid. I also love Kahoot. Kahoot is one of my favorite ways to do like quizzes or like practice questions for exams or whatever. My students love doing Kahoot. We just like to kind of make it crazy and fun. For English, I also love CommonLit.org. They have so many stories on there, and you can kind of search for a story based on like reading level or topic or genre, or even like the standard that you are looking to meet in that lesson. So I love CommonLit. And then kind of along those same lines is Newsela. I love Newsela for current events and just reading in general. They have articles about current news, but they are leveled, and so you can have students read an article at whatever reading level they are comfortable with, and then your entire class can talk about that topic, and everything was leveled to each student without anybody knowing, so it's great. Okay, so those are 5 of my favorite online resources. I've also got some fashion, some beauty, and some books to share with you this month. So the first shirt that I have to show you that I really love is this one. It says All Is Well. This is by Nellie Taft, and it's made in the US. You can go on their website and find other just like cute little pieces that they have. This one's just been so fun to wear for summer. I love the colors in it. Every freaking month I have something from Carly Jean because I'm always buying stuff from her. I can't stop. This is just it's like a tunic basically. I love anything with like white and navy stripes. It's pretty long. Like I can wear this as a dress in the summertime when stuff like that doesn't really matter, but for the school year I'd wear it with leggings underneath. But it's super comfortable. This is one of her basic pieces. It's made in LA. Totally comfortable, totally my style. Love that one. And then also from Carly Jean this month, I got another Stella dress. I'm actually wearing a Stella dress right now, but this is another one, and it has like the half sleeve, and it's in gray, and it's also made in LA, and it has pockets, and it's nice and long and comfortable and soft and wonderful, and you can just like accessorize it however you want. And if you fell asleep in it, it would not be a big deal because it's just so cozy. The last clothing item is from Pink Desert, and I'll link pretty much everything below. Anything that I can find, I'll link it below. I have a link to Pink Desert. Some of their stuff is made in the US, some is not. So you have to just kind of go through and see what you want if you are also somebody that tries to buy clothing made in the US. I bought a jumpsuit from them. I had never worn a jumpsuit before. This is the pattern. It's short sleeved. It has like a V-neck. I wore this on my birthday. It has a tie at the waist. I thought it was really flattering. I just love this pattern, and I was like, why did I not get on the jumpsuit train sooner? I recently put up a teacher flats video, and I showed you my Rothy's, and I was saying that I wanted to get the pointed toe blush pink pair, and I got them. and they're so cute. I love them. I love the pointed toe. I mean, I really like my rounded navy ones. I think those are good, but then I just also wanted to have these. They're really, really comfortable. Just so you know, for the pointed toe, I'm not sure why, but I had to size up a full size. So like normally I wear a 7.5. These are an 8.5, but they're so comfortable and so cute. And like I was wearing them outside with Jensen. He was playing in the water. I was just kind of watching him, but like I did get water on my feet, you know, and they dried really fast. So these are kind of nice for the summer because this mesh part, well, these are made out of recycled water bottles. Like that's what originally drew me to them. Plus they're super comfortable and just like really cute. So these are good for just like running around with kids or whatever, for being on your feet all day. And if you do get them dirty, you can throw them in the washing machine and wash them. Okay, a couple of beauty favorites from the month. I tried this. I had been wanting to try it for a while. This is the focus camera, focus, not on my face. Drunk Elephant Baby Facial. Now focus on me again. Okay. You put this on your face. A lot of people say that it stings. It really does not sting for me. It doesn't really look like a mask, you know, that like a clay mask or anything like that. You can't really tell that it's on, but you leave it on for about 20 minutes and then rinse it off. And it does like resurface your skin. So it is taking away like dead skin and just kind of like helping that new skin to come through. So I think it's wonderful. This is the kind of product that I need for my skin because I do not have sensitive skin at all. Like I can use pretty harsh stuff on my skin and it really doesn't bother me, but I do have oily, acne prone skin and I need for that stuff to just like come out and leave, you know? So this has been really helpful. And then it comes with a little oil. So the mask part actually looks like this. This is what you squirt onto your face, and then after you're done, you add a little bit of this face oil just to kind of like seal everything in and like hydrate your skin again, and I just think it feels so good. I've been doing it every Sunday night. It's like my little ritual, and it's helped to clear up my skin quite a bit. Another like resurfacer that I've been using, and make sure to use all of these things with a lot of sunscreen during the daytime. I only do these things at night. So this one's actually called All Nighter by Beauty Society. I'll link this one down below as well. I love stuff from Beauty Society because it's like vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free. They have refillable packaging so that you don't have to like constantly waste plastic. They have a lot of really like ethical business practices, and I really like this resurfacer. I've been using it at night, and the first time that I used it, like when I woke up in the morning and looked at my skin, I was like, whoa. It did not look tired. It did not look like dull. Like it really kind of like brought out the best in my skin. So I like using these two together. They might be a little harsh for some people, but for me, they're good. A couple of new things that I tried this month and that are really good for like no makeup days. This Babo Botanicals Daily Sheer Tinted Sunscreen. This is really nice. So I definitely need to make sure that I'm like really going for it with the sunscreen after using these resurfacers. So this is, the only thing about this is it's a little bit like liquidy. So I have like a flat foundation brush that I use to apply this just to make sure that it doesn't like get everywhere, but it's not greasy. It just kind of like gives you a little glow. And this company also has like very ethical, very natural practices. So I like them. And they also have a lip tint that is SPF as well. Sometimes I forget about my lips, and I hate when my lips get sunburned. It just hurts and then they peel and bleh. So this is really nice. It actually comes in like a, you know, it's a fairly deep shade. It's like a plum shade. So with just a little bit of this and then the tinted sunscreen, I like doing that combination. And then what I always use on my brows, at least at the moment, is this Soap & Glory 2-in-1 Brow Sculpting Crayon and Setting Gel. I just get this from Target. On one end, you have a little crayon where I just kind of fill in any sparse areas in my already very thick eyebrows. And then on the other side, it's like a little mascara wand, and you can just brush the gel through and set them. Two more quick drugstore beauty favorites from the month. I tried this Makeup by Shayla collaboration with Maybelline on this Big Shot mascara. This stuff is really good. I'm pretty picky about my mascaras. I like them to, you know, make a bit of a difference. And this one is really good. Like, look at that wand. It gives you a lot of volume. It's very, very black. Like, people will know you're wearing mascara if you're wearing this. It's not like a real natural thing, but it's really good. Then I tried this Gigi Hadid collab also with Maybelline. And okay, at first I was kind of like, what the heck is this? Because look at these eyeshadows. This is like so tiny. Like, this is tinier than my finger. You really don't get very much eyeshadow, very much product in here. It's teeny tiny, but honestly, you don't need that much, and these are only like $5. And there's a cool collection and then like a warm collection. This is the warm one. I tend to do more warm shades on my eyes, and so like I think this is pretty travel friendly because it's so tiny and there's no mirror. There's nothing that's really gonna break, and the quality was good, so I like these. I was liking Maybelline this month. Almost done, guys. 2 book recommendations. I recently finished this one, So You Want to Talk About Race by Ijoma Oluo. This one is excellent. I feel like I don't even need to sell it. I get questions all the time from especially like white teachers asking me what they can do to be more culturally sensitive. This is where you need to start. I mean, I always say that it takes 3 things. You're gonna have like a 3-pronged approach to that. It's gonna be education, empathy, and exposure. And this is great for the education side. Here's the really funny thing about this book is it just illuminates to me how much in our society people of color observe white people because they have to, right? Because they have to kind of like conform to this dominant culture. And white people in general don't really have to observe other cultures. They're able to just operate within whiteness and not be super aware of it. But then it's really funny because women like this author, black women, know you. They know what's going through your mind because they've been watching you their whole life and talking to people like you their whole life. So she has all these questions that you've definitely heard people ask before. Is it really about race? What is racism? What if I talk about race wrong? Why am I always being told to check my privilege? What is cultural appropriation? Why can't I touch your hair? It's a quick read. It's a great read. It's got lots of lists and like applicable action steps. So get this. Another one that I would recommend to kind of like read in tandem with that, that's a little bit different. This one is Why Are All the Black Kids Sitting Together in the Cafeteria by Beverly Daniel Tatum. She is a psychologist and she looks at the psychology of developing a racial identity. And this is something that everyone goes through, but some people have a higher developed sense of racial identity than others. And for the same reasons that we just talked about, white people tend to not have a very well-developed racial identity because they're like, oh, I'm just white, I'm just normal, I don't really have a race, I don't really have a thing. But that's just because they're a part of the dominant culture and they don't really see the way that their race impacts the world. Whereas if you're a person of color, if you're black for instance, you're constantly aware of your race and constantly aware that other people are looking at you, maybe making assumptions about you based on your race, and so that becomes a very important part of your identity. And this book is just so well written, so thoroughly researched. She has this introduction section that's incredible. And I love reading about this from like the psychological, just kind of identity development standpoint. So for teachers, parents, I think this is another really important book, and I'm actually not finished with it yet because I am doing the Anti-Racist Book Club through the Instagram accounts Britt Hawthorne and Anti-Bias Montessori. So I would also recommend following them, and we read a chapter a week and write reflections and do like a live Instagram stream once a week. So it's been a really cool way to go through this book and discuss it with other people who are passionate about this topic. Lastly, last thing, this card from Trader Joe's. I love it. I bought one and then I went back and bought like 10 more because I just think it's so cute. I love her little messy bun. I love her little tassel earrings. I love her little like half tuck and her long sleeves on her sweater. I just love it, and I want to send this card to like everybody I know. Trader Joe's has amazing cards for $1. Just want to throw that out there. I love their cards. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you had an amazing July. I hope it was restful and you got some time off. Most of my upcoming content will be about going back to school and what I do the first couple of days and how I prepare and all of that, so that is coming. Again, don't forget to check out Teachers Connect. They are linked down below, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye.